Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. All the problems and solutions are in the mind because mind is the problem. See? If we can mind our mind, we have learnt everything in life, whether it is the material life or the spiritual life. Both the places it is the same instrument. So, what is mind? Mind is a knowledge where the knower known division is valid. Mind is that knowledge where the objectivity is predominant. And as long as this objectivity is taken as real, the mind will continue to be very strong. See? Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi says, Manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam marga arjava. It is something like this. A politician went to the ophthalmologist and to check his eyes. So they have to see whether he is able to see properly or not. So he was sitting in a proper chair and doctor said, can you read this? He said no. Then he increased the size and the font. Can you read this? He said no. Then he made maximum. Now can you read? He said no. How come? He said, I don't know English. Doctor has to put on something else on his head. See, when we have to see or discover the cause, we have to analyze the effect. Cause is never known. It is the effects which are known. See, take an example. We say, oh, today is a bright sunlight. Actually, it is wrong. It is not a sunlight. It's a daylight. Sunlight which comes from the sun. And sunlight is not bright. If sunlight is bright, the whole space should have been bright, but it is not. It's dark. Then what is this? This is daylight. And what is daylight? Daylight is against the darkness. If there is daylight, there cannot be night. They are opposed to each other. See? But normally what we say, oh, today the sunlight is bright. No, 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 wrong. If this is daylight, then what is the sunlight? Sunlight is a dark light. See? How simple it is. If there is no object on which sunlight should reflect, there, although the sunlight is not perceived. So what is known by us is only the reflected light. In the same manner, when we come to the eyes, what we see is the light of the eyes reflected on the objects. And then only you can decide whether the vision is normal or not. See? So our politician, when he said like this, now what was the idea of the doctor? That if he can read or he cannot read properly, then he can judge the status of his vision. Now all the colors and forms which are seen by the eyes, see, what is the color of the eyes? Or the eyes means the vision. What is the color of the vision? What is the form of the vision? Vision has no color. Your eyes may be green, yellow, any kind. Vision has no color. And vision has no form. So vision is colorless, formless, and whatever is illuminated by the vision is colors and forms. Therefore, be very attentive. Therefore, vision is unmanifest color and form, and colors and forms are manifest vision. If this is understood, grasped, accepted, what will be our understanding? That we are lost in the specifics. I like red color. I don't like blue color. I like yellow, dirty. I don't like that. I like, purple color. See, samsara begins when we give value to anything which is special. And then our spirituality is becoming special. We are not like others, eating non-veg all the day. We eat only on Sunday. See? We are not like others, going to see the movies in the theatres. We watch on phone. Meaning what? Holier than thou. I am extraordinary. See, friends, therefore, if we have to live in the vision, what will be the spiritual practice? Do not get influenced by the differences in colors and forms. Then you are living in your vision. How simple it is. Now multiply this example for all the sense organs. See? Slowly, slowly, this must percolate deep in our understanding. See? Then we go further. So, vision is the cause and manifest, and colors and forms, objects are the effects manifest. So when the knowledge is divided into the manifest and unmanifest, manifest is effect, unmanifest is cause. Now we go one step further. Cause and effect, they are mutually dependent. See? These days, the parents are not like the parents what used to be earlier. Now the father is Google and the mother is Amma Jan. You know Amma Jan? Amazon. So, and therefore the children are not born, they are downloaded. And the similar questions are asked by the child. Mom, what is the the ID, user ID, and what is the password? See, so such a child, the father became angry because father was ABCD. So he said, I gave you birth, I made you grow so nicely, and you behave like this with me. Now the virtual reality spoke, said, Dad, enough is enough. Who told you? You gave me birth. Now the father started shaking. What is coming out, we don't know. See? So he said, Dad, before I was born, who called you Dad? You are father because of me. See? So cause and effect. So, cause and effect is an illusion, supported by the third entity, like the objects and corresponding sense organs. They are cause and effect. They are supported by third independent entity called the mind. So when the mind is expressing through the structural eye, a functional vision is born, and then that functional vision becomes further grossified. It is called objects or colors and forms. See? So, effects are gross, cause is subtle. Then there are 5 sense organs and they are limited in their limited field. Eyes can only see, the ears can only hear, nose can only poke. Isn't it? But all of them are supported by the mind behind. Now be attentive. These are very simple steps. If all of you go away, will there be any loss to my vision? No. If more are added over here, will there be a burden? Oh God, so many people have come, now I have to see. No. See? That means the presence or absence of the effects has no impact on the cause. But the effects cannot exist without the cause. See? And this cause and effect, further we go, mind is the cause, and when the mind is expressing through the structural eye, it becomes a vision or the eyes, and therefore cause and effect, colors and forms and the eyes are all the sense organs and sense objects. They are mutually dependent, and therefore beyond them the independent character is the mind. See. Now this mind is the receiving instrument where knowledge is happening. All experiences happen only in the mind. There is no experience for the body. Recognize this principle. This experience I had told in some of my talks. Once my toe was to be operated for something. So my doctor friend told that you sit in the chair and I put my foot on the table and he gave local anesthesia and then he did what he has to do. And I was watching. no pain, no nothing, and I was in that illusion of realization. Now see, he is cutting my toe, but I am not getting influence. I think I am realized. I am a great yogi for half an hour. Again, after some time, the pain started. That day I realized. Now you are only hearing, but I realize. Experiences happen only in the mind. See? Man changa to katoti mein Ganga. If your mind is at peace, the world is beautiful. See? But what we have done to take care of the mind? We have done so much for our useless gross body. Organic food, organic water. I don't know if organic water or what. See? In Mumbai we have got organic salt. You know, those people, chowpati, when they prepare, I told you yesterday, they put everything and above the dressing is the salt, organic salt. So we talk about everything about the gross world, gross body, but where all these things are, that mind is never taken care of by us. Now how to take care of this? So yesterday we have seen, when Arjuna was enchanted by the emphasis given by Bhagavan Krishna that yada te moha kalilam buddhir vyati tarishati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha shruti vipratipannate yada sthasyati nischala samadhavachala buddhi tada yogam avapsasi. See? When te buddhi, your intellect, your understanding is absolutely undisturbed under all conditions. Tada yogam avapsasi. Samadhau achala buddhi. Samadhi means our essential nature. Samyak adhiyate yasmin tat samadhi. That which is supporting everything is samadhi. Paramatma, Brahma, whatever you call. And merging in our source is called as fulfillment in life. So when this was told, Arjuna was enchanted, and his question was, is it really possible that there is somebody who is undisturbed although he is everywhere? For us, the meaning of spirituality and meditation is what? Go to Himalayas. See? There was one person from Canada. He called me and he said, Swamiji, I am leaving Canada and I want to go to Himalayas and I want to get sannyas. Can you guide me? I said, first of all, don't come here. Changing the place, changing the time, going in a seclusion is not the solution. Because wherever you go, there you are. Where will you run away from yourself? See, this is to be simply understood. He got angry. Okay, I'll not come. I'll ask someone else. Go, who cares? See, friends. Therefore, Arjuna's doubt was, is it really possible that there is somebody who remains undisturbed, cheerful, fulfilled in life? And therefore he coins a term. See? Sthita prajnasya ka bhasha samadhistasya keshava sthitadhi kim prabhasheta kimasita vrajeta kim. So, sthita prajna means he whose knowledge is never corrupted. Knowledge is corrupted when some impurities are added. See, if you take absolutely clean water in a bucket, absolutely steady, and look into it, you will see your face exactly as it is. Now, second experiment. Add some cow dung in that. Mix it. And then see your own reflection. It will be not distinct and clear because the reflecting media is polluted. And then that bucket is shaking and therefore the waters are also shaking. And then our reflection will be also shaking. See? Then what is to be done? Remove the cow dung or don't add the cow dung and don't move the waters, keep it steady. You will see as you are. If this example is clear, in the bucket of body, should we call it drum? In the bucket of body are the waters of mind. In the bucket of body are the waters of mind. And in that is reflected the truth. See? But then what happens? In that mind, two impurities are added. Impurity is a foreign body. See? Once I was on the Narmada river, somewhere near some ashram, one of my friends' ashram. And it was so muddy, so I had to take my khada in the hand and walk barefooted. There was no choice. So walked. And while going in the mud, some kind of thorn has gone in. But I can't do anything now. Somehow I had to go. I went there, then reached the ashram, washed my feet and all that, and in that excitement I forgot about it. And thereafter, after third day, then the pain started. See? So I said, hey, what is happening? So one doctor was there. He said, Swami, let me check. He said, oh God, there is some thorn gone in your foot. We have to remove that. I said, remove. Be attentive. When the tissue is disturbed by a foreign body, the tissue will start reacting. Reaction of the tissue is pain, swelling, warm and tender. It will remain for how long? Till the foreign body is there. So he removed the thorn completely. I said, now how to push it down? He said, no, you don't have to do anything. I just put some kind of tape or that so that, infection doesn't go. Otherwise you have to do nothing. But then how will it go back? He said, tissue repairs itself. Don't have to do anything. If this is clear, in our mind, the foreign body is worldly objects and the people. See? If you want something, and if that want is not fulfilled, there is an abscess on the mind. And it is painful, it is tender. And then, whatever you want, get it, immediately the foreign body is removed. Because we got it. Then the mind will recover itself. See, now it is easier to understand that the thorn is a gross object, the foot is a gross object, and where the thorn has gone, it is easier to understand. But how the things and beings enter in our mind? See? How they enter? It is an entry without entrance. How do we enter in the mirror? See? It is an entry without entrance. Now, how the world enters our mind? The world enters our mind when we give value and importance to anything in this world. Give importance to anything objectively, or give importance to anything, to the relations. They have entered in your mind. And that creates the turmoil. That is called desire. A simple example, when I came over here, I just got out of the sleep. Whole day I sleep. My sadhana. So, could not get time to have a cup of tea at home. So we came over here, and then I was searching for Swamiji. And I went there, this Arti, that was not interest. Interest was tea. Because mind was doing the Maha Mantra Japa. Tea, 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 tea. So when I went to his room, the first thing, Swamiji, chai hai ki nahi? And when I got that cup of tea, all the agitations of the mind quietened. Now what happened? This has not happened to you. To me it happened because I have given value and importance to a cup of tea, is it not? So how the world enters in our mind? The world enters in our mind whenever we have given undue importance to anything or anybody in this world. See? Give undue importance to your mother-in-law. See? If you are Indian, then the daughter-in-law, mother-in-law. If you are living in this world, then the son-in-law and mother-in-law. These are the things worth observing in this world. When our son-in-laws, Indian son-in-laws, when they go to their mother-in-law's place, they are received with such a great love, affection. Ai, Jawai Bapu, ai. And then that dumb fellow starts thinking, my mother-in-law loves me more than my actual mother-in-law. She gives me so much of importance and wow. Don't be in the fool's paradise. This is not that. She knows what stuff she has given. And therefore, malam patti chal rahi. See, friends, whenever we give importance to anything or anybody, that thing has entered in our mind. And that entry of the foreign body brings the swelling of the mind. That swollen mind is called as the desire. As in case of the foot and the thorn, I have removed the thorn, in due time it quietened. In the same manner, when I want a cup of tea, a swelling on the mind has come in the form of desire, and when I get that cup of tea, the swelling is removed. Now what we do? I like a particular thing. And that liking, that urge to have that object, creates more and more turmoil. The same example, tea. And when I get that cup of tea, now this is the experience. What we have learned from this experience? Ignorant people like me, we learn. What? When I did not have a cup of tea, I was disturbed and miserable. When I got a cup of tea, I am happy. Therefore, happiness has come from tea. See? Is it not? I want to get married to that girl. I cannot live without her, I have to get married to her. And you get married, and then you come home. Thereafter, Dharma kshetre kuru kshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvata Sanjaya. Mahabharata begins. See, friends. Therefore, please remember, real happiness is not the contents of this world. Real happiness is thought-free mind. And thought-free mind can be attained when we stop reacting to anything. That doesn't mean we become dumb. No. That doesn't mean we become numb. No. See? How important it is, my dear friends. This is what we have to learn from Bhagavad Gita. This is the app, Bhagavad Gita app. App means what? Application. But if I say Bhagavad Gita application, you will say, oh, outdated Swami. But when I say, app. App is nothing but abbreviation of application, nothing else. See? So how do we apply this Bhagavad Gita in our day-to-day life? So first part we have seen, what is the meaning of a man of steady wisdom for meditation? How he does the meditation? See? Majority of the students are the victims of the disease called meditation. Don't waste your time in meditation. Relax, be cheerful. I told this number of times. Freedom from I and not freedom for I. Earlier, whenever I used to sit for meditation, I could never do it. I used to get frustrated. Then Maharaji, then I came to you. And then you touch my head. And thereafter, I don't know, now I can do meditation. But then again, that meditation has gone. What should I do? Again, come, I will do Champi Morish. Friends, freedom from I. Recognize this. Not freedom for I. And this is what exactly we go through every day when we go to sleep. In sleep, there is freedom from I. Sleep is meditation, if you know. See? Because in sleep, no time, no space, no object. Desha kala vastu paristhiti, nothing. But you are there. So that which is present in the absence of everything is the truth. See? It should be clear in our mind. And then you will understand our Maha Mantra. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. See? You must have been going through all these things. Sometimes you want to sit for meditation. And I don't know what happened, Pata nahi, whose face I have seen in the morning. My whole day has gone bad. Wife uvacha. How many times I told you, don't shave early morning. You have seen your face and therefore your whole day has gone bad. See, friends. Therefore, what is the real meaning of meditation? Samadhisthasya Keshava. See, according to Bhagavad Gita, it is when we do not entertain a single desire, yada sarvan manogatan kaman prajahati, when no desire is entertained. There is one text, it's a very deep text. I think 22 chapters are there, if I remember correctly. And the name of the text is Tripura Rahasya. Our talks are there in English and Hindi. And there the student is the husband and Guru is the wife. Hema Lekha and Hema Chud. So this student, Hema Chud, husband, he learned from his wife and then he was doing meditation. Don't disturb me. Meditation in progress. Don't disturb. I am sufficiently disturbed. And she being his wife, she goes to him. And he's sitting on his bed and doing meditation. She goes, sits next to him, because she's his wife, and hugs him. And he becomes so angry. How come you are so base? He has learned from her. Don't you understand? I'm doing meditation. Don't disturb me. So she starts laughing. She says, tell me, what do you get when you close your eyes? And what do you lose when you open your eyes? Tell me. You are the same. This is what you are. At this moment, you are neither a man, woman, young, old, Indian, non-Indian, NRI, NRO. None. You just are. Because you are not anybody. Because you are nobody. Therefore, you have no desires. We sit for meditation. I want to sit for half an hour. What will be meditation? Kitna maja? See. Therefore, we have to live in meditation 24/7. And the first step is this. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. How many manogatan kaman, how many desires are constantly bubbling in our heart, in our mind. Constantly. There is no end to it. See? This should be like that, that should be like that. See? What others should do. If you are following sincerely the spiritual path, nothing and nobody in this world will ever disturb you. If you want an example, how to remain undisturbed in this world, like what? Like the space. Space supports all the four elements. Doesn't oppose anybody. So when the earth moves in the space, there is no tickling sensation for the... No. See? When the oceans are in high tide, the space doesn't become wet. When there are Californian infernos, the space doesn't get burnt. And when there are heavy winds, the space is not flown away anywhere. Therefore, space supports everything, opposes nothing, at the same time doesn't get influenced by anything. This is not theory. Recognize this is what you are. Eyes or the vision support all colors and all forms. Hates nothing, but doesn't get influenced by anything. Now what sadhana will you do? Close the eyes, open the eyes. Even if you want, your vision remains uncontaminated by what is illuminated by the vision. Living in this mode is living in meditation. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Does it mean that he has become dumb like this? Yeah, I don't know, yaar. Since I am meditating, I become very... I don't feel it. I don't want to get involved in anything. I want to go in and... This is depression. See? But somehow or the other, one boy asked me this question. Swamiji, when I will be able to sit like Vivekananda? I said, have you seen him? No, I have seen his statue. I said, when you will make your statue after your death, it will. See? Prajahati yada kaman sarvan partha manogatan. No foreign body has entered our mind. We do not get disturbed, influenced by anything or anybody. This is the sadhana, this is meditation. Otherwise, मैं गला फाड़ फाड़ के बोल रहा हूँ, but people don't improve. You are in frustration, not in meditation. See, my friends. But that doesn't mean the wise man living in meditation is all the time depressed. क्या हो गया? यार, what to do? जब से meditation हो गया, खत्म हो गया. I was in somebody's place for lunch or dinner. That is my professional hazard. So, when we sat, me and my friend, and I asked his wife, Amma, give some salt and chili. I feel I am eating some medicated food or what? No chutney, no mirch, no asar. Give something. She gave. She said, Swamiji, at least you have asked. My husband never asks anything. Whatever I give you, he eats. I said, I am a human being. I am not a buffalo. Buffalo doesn't ask. Thoda namak dena. See, friends, realization doesn't mean all our faculties become numb. No. See, faculties are perfect, but we are not enslaved by them. And that is our natural state. We don't have to do anything. Only recognize this. Like, be very attentive. Like the objects do not influence the corresponding sense organs. Exactly the same manner. Mind is not influenced by the corresponding sense organs. When eyes are closed, there is no loss to the mind. When eyes are open, there is no gain to the mind. Because what is the mind? Mind is like a mirror wherein the world is reflected. What we experience is only the reflections of the worldly objects. We don't see the object at all. We see only reflections. See? How simple it is. And therefore, when eyes are closed, reflections are not formed. So, although the object is there, it is not known. Or your eyes are open, but the object is in darkness, therefore also reflections are not formed, you can't see the object. So, what we really see is not the object at all, only the reflection. And the reflection does not influence what is reflected. If it is the reflection of the fire, it will not burn the mirror. If it is the reflection of the water, it will not make the mirror wet. Is it not the truth? When the objects are removed, makes no difference to the eyes. Objects are added, no burden to the eyes. When sense organs are operating, there is no gain to the mind. When they are closed, there is no loss to the mind. Go further. Whether the mind is manifest through body identification, as in the waking, or it is not manifest through body identification in deep sleep, life continues as it is. So life is not added with the waking and the dream, and life doesn't lose anything in deep sleep and samadhi. See? Whether waking and dream, we don't get anything. When deep sleep and samadhi, we don't lose anything. We are the same. And the best part is, that is our natural state. सर्वस्य चाहम हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनञ्च वेदैश्च सर्वै अहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृत् वेदविदेव चाहम. Bhagwan says in the 15th chapter, 50th verse, Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishta. Once I was talking on this verse, and in Hindi the talk was, and there were some Mahatmas also. So in a light vein I said, see, Bhagwan said, Sarvasya chaham. Bhagwan also always liked the tea, and I also like tea. Chaham is tea. And when those who take tea, they get realization. Those who don't take tea, they take coffee, they go to coffee. Those who take chai, they get near to God. After my talk was over, there was one very serious, Swamiji, how can you say Bhagwan Krishna took tea? I said, I can prove that. How can? I said, do you know how many wives Bhagwan Krishna had? 16,108. Those 16,100 were from Guwahati, Assam. Now imagine, whose wives are from Assam, he will not only take tea, he will bath in the tea. Life is very simple, friends. Under the disguise of the spirituality, we make ourselves miserable. Relax, relax, relax. So Bhagavan says, Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishtaha. I am the essence of everything. And what do you do there? Mattaha, because of me, smriti, jnanam, apohanancha, 4 things. Smriti, dream. Jnanam, waking. Apohanam, deep sleep. Chakarat, samadhi. I alone support the waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. And therefore, Vedaisya sarvai ahameva vedyaha. So the purpose of all the scriptures, Vedas, is only to discover who is this I. That is the purpose. But normally what happens? Instead of discovering what is the nature of this I, we want to be better than others. See? Earlier I was like that, now I am like that. That I must be deleted once for all. Therefore Bhagavan says, Sarvaihi Vedaihi ahameva vidyaha. Who is this I? This example I gave you yesterday or so. Who makes this statement? I had good sleep, but in between there were bad dreams. Who can make this statement? You cannot make this statement. Because you were not in the deep sleep. The dreamer cannot make this statement. Because he was not in the deep sleep. Aiye Maharaj. There is a chair for you. Tera tujhko arpana su lage mara. So, who can make this statement? I had good sleep, but in between bad dreams. The one who was in the waking without becoming a waker. The one who was in the dream without becoming a dreamer. The one who was in the deep sleep without going to sleep. And the one who was in the samadhi but never struggled in samadhi. Meaning, the common denominator which has supported all experiences but did not get influenced by any experience. See? That is, in the definition of the meditation, prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanne vatmana tushtaha. Be attentive. If we are at peace with ourselves, we have learned Bhagavad Gita. but we are in pieces. See, ek dil ke tukde hajar hue. I remember one child, very unique child. Now he is a college student or pass like that. He was small, like this sweet girl, 8, 9 years or 10 years. When I used to go to their house in Pune, he was such a unique character. When everybody has done namaskar, he will stand, no hurry. And then everybody has done, then he will come and stand in front of me. And a theoretical namaskar. परम पूजनीय स्वामी जी के चरण कमलों में साष्टांग दंडवत, यहाँ उपस्थित मेरे माता पिता, मेरे दादाजी दादी जी और बाकी सभी जितने भी माताएं हैं, सबको मेरा प्रणाम। अब मैं स्वामी जी को ये विनती करता हूँ कि मेरे माता पिता, फिर सबकी पूरे लिस्ट, इनका स्वास्थ्य ठीक रहे, इनको कष्ट ना मिले। अब मैं नमस्कार करूँ? अरे यार, तू थियोरेटिकल है क्या? It's very simple. Life is not theoretical. So when it was going on, he was telling something always serious. Then after our talk was going on and talk was over, he got inspired. He said, परम पूजनीय स्वामी जी, मैं आपसे विनती करना चाहता हूँ कि क्या मैं एक जोक कहूँ? May I tell a joke? मेरा आपको आशीर्वाद है. He told the joke. एक दिल के टुकड़े हजार हुए. His mother got angry. What nonsense! He was not disturbed. एक दिल के टुकड़े हजार हुए. एक बोरीवली में गिरा, एक कांदीवली में गिरा, एक मलाड में गिरा. Then his mother got very angry. Stop that! He said, अभी हजार कहाँ हुए? He has to count all the 1,000. This is what you are. You are happy man. You are not miserable. But we justify. See? Like, the married ladies, they tell us sometime, Swamiji, you always make fun. Get married and show how to be happy. See? Wise people never get married. Otherwise people find out. Therefore, friends, Atmannevatmana tushtaha. See, be at peace with yourself. We are our own enemy. Atmaiva atmano bandhu, atmaiva ripuratmana. And how we become enemy? Because we have too many demands, too many desires. Everything should happen according to us. Nothing will happen. See, in the 6th chapter, Bhagavan Sri Krishna gives God realization. What is God realization? See? It is not, I was studying, God came and went. There was one great Mahatma in Lucknow. He happened to go and meet Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi. And there is no talk, no nothing, simply sitting. After 3rd day, he spoke to Bhagavan and said, I speak to Bhagavan Krishna as I am talking to you. Is this all? He said, anything that comes and goes is the flicker of mind. That which has never come and that which has never gone is the truth. Find out. We have no experience of birth. Neither the mother knows the time of birth, nor the nurse knows the time of birth. Nobody knows. But then we make the kundali. And see all the kundalis. Nobody except Bhagwan Ram and Bhagwan Krishna are born on the round figure, 12 o'clock. One was born at night 12 o'clock, second was day 12 o'clock. Rest all of you see your kundali. 9:37. Is that fellow waiting? See, we have no experience of birth. The body that is born. See, we have no experience of growth. Body growing, first vertically, then horizontally. And it is the body which is becoming old. See, all old people, they always say, Swamiji, I don't feel I am old. It's a tragedy for the society. You cannot feel because you are not body. Nor do we experience our death. Therefore, my friends, when we talk about God realization, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, Jitatmanaha prashantasya paramatma samahitaha shitoshna sukha dukkheshu tatha manapa manayoho. Jita Shita Ushna Sukha Dukkheshu. Life presents us the complementary opposites incessantly. There cannot be only joy. Joy is associated with the misery. There cannot be only health. Health is associated with the disease. Birth is associated with the death. Gain is associated with the loss. Nothing in this world is singular except Paramatma. But then what is our experience? I should get only happiness. Where the unhappiness go? I should be only healthy. Where the doctors will go? See, this is the fabric of this world. You cannot do anything to this. Only way is accept it. Like day and night, have you not accepted? Accept it, you will be at peace. Therefore, Shitoshta Sukha Dukkheshu Jitatmanaha. When the world comes and dashes against us, our mind's equipoise is not corrupted under any condition. That is 50% God realization. Jitatmanaha prashantasya paramatma samahitaha. He is one with the divine. See. Then the second part. Manapamanayoho prashantasya. The world comes to us in the form of joy, sorrow, gain, loss, etc. And the people come to us in the form of honor and dishonor. See? Somebody honors us, somebody dishonors us. This happened on my way to Badrinath many years before. One lady, she asked me, Swamiji, so many unknown people come and do namaskar to you. How do you feel? I said, hey, hold my cup of tea. Then the next lady, I say, stop. See, she is my mother. I touch her feet. When you do namaskar to me, you get 1 kilo of merit. But if you do namaskar to my mother, you get 1 quintal. Now you decide. There also bargain. Immediately the line turned that side. I took my cup of tea and went away. And she was nailed. Now she can't go anything. Jau to jau kahan. Afterwards she was mad after me. Somebody, you are nasty. I said, this is just a trailer. Much more has to come. See. But why did you do like that? I said, I answered your question. You don't understand. When unknown people come and do namaskar, what happens, happened. Friends, If we are disturbed by honor and dishonor, we are far away from Paramatma. See? Manapamanayoho prashantasya. Ashanti we all know. Opposite of Ashanti is Shanti. And that which is beyond Shanti and Ashanti is Prashanti. Dukkheshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigataspruhaha. When miseries come, we don't have to become so miserable as if it is end of the life. No. Anything which comes and goes. Again Bhagavad Gita app. Bhagavan says, Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukhadukkada agama apayina anityan tan titikshasva bharata. See, hey Arjun, Bharata means, Bha means knowledge. Bharata, Prabha, Shobha, Bhabha, Vibha, Bhaskar, Bhanu. This Bha root is for the knowledge, Prakash. See? So, when our mind remains undisturbed, see, yes, sometimes joy comes, sometimes goes. Therefore, matras parshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada, then agama apayinam anityan. They come, what comes? Every interaction gives us one of the two experiences, either sukhada or dukkhada. But both of them have got the same story. They begin in time, they remain for some time, then they end. Nothing is permanent in this world, including miseries, and also the joy of the worldly things. Therefore, they are temporary. To get permanently influenced by the temporary experiences, what kind of wisdom it is? See? Therefore, what is to be done? Tan titikshasva bharata. See? In our religion, ladies are called as Shakti. Somewhere I was talking in South Africa. And one gentleman got up, our Indian only. Swamiji, you are glorifying ladies all the time. It was Navratra. And they were giving me food, so I had to do that. It's a professional secret. So he said, you are only glorifying the ladies. What about gents? If the ladies are Shakti, what about the gents? I said, they are San Shakti. Unless they endure, they cannot continue. Therefore, friends, recognize this simple rule of Bhagavad Gita. Anything which begins, ends. Like our satsang. See? Now I am staying with Prashant. You know why he is happy? First day when I came, he was happy. Unit 1. One day pass, Unit 2 added, more happy. 3 days, more happy. And on the Thursday when I am going, thank God. See? But if I come here for good, I think I'll stay here. He will not reply. He will act. See, friends, we are in this world on a vacation. You don't go permanently on a vacation. You go for a few days there. When your budget and visa is over, you have to get out. Exactly the same way. As long as we are living here, live happily, cheerfully. And all of us like happy and cheerful persons, isn't it? See? When you go home, and if your wife receives you with a smile, and takes the bag from your hand, and makes you sit comfortably, and talks to you softly and takes out your shoes and socks and take the warm water in a towel with the fragrance and wipes your feet. This is just a story. All the husbands were in the heaven. Hey friends, only by hearing this you feel so happy. If it starts happening, see? And it's not only at home, but wherever you go in the whole world, you are received with the same love and affection. Friends, to love and to be loved by all is the fulfillment of human existence. And this can start when you are happy, then this contagion of happiness will spread around you. Choice is yours. Give it a try and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.